What's up YouTube? Live Sports Talk here, and today this video is about the NBA's best team record-wise, the Chicago Bulls. Last night, as most of you may know, if you're an NBA fan, the Bulls beat the Orlando Magic in Orlando 85-59. Now, this win is important because their coach, Tom Thibideau, got his 100th win last night, and this makes him the fastest coach in NBA history to reach 100 wins. He did it in 130 games, so he was 100 wins, 30 losses, and he broke Avery Johnson's previous record of 131 games. So he beat it by one game. He had to win last night to beat it. Good win for them. They did not have Derrick Rose last night. He was hurt with back injury. It's not serious. It's just a lingering thing that keeps him out from time to time. Thibideau commented on his 100th win saying, I won to beat Orlando. That's the only thing that matters. All this other stuff's meaningless. That's pretty humble of him. Just wants to win the game, help his team, doesn't really care about the records. Now, I'm just going to read a couple more quotes. Magic coach Stan Van Gundy said, It speaks to the job that he's done. There are a lot of great coaches in this league, and a lot of people have done great jobs, but both last year and this year, but nobody has done a better job than Tom has. He's probably doing a better job this year than he did a year ago, with all the injuries they had and everything else. They just keep rolling along. I told my assistants the other day, they could probably have all 5 starters out and still beat everybody. It just seems like they win no matter what. Now, coming from Stan Van Gundy, the coach of the Magic, who they just beat, that's a big compliment. Tom Thibideau came in as the Bulls as the Bulls head coach, and he's a very defensive-minded coach, and I think that a lot of his success has to be put on Derrick Rose, give Derrick Rose credit, but it's also not completely Derrick Rose. Thibideau is a great coach. His defensive strategies help him win games. As you can see, last night they held the Magic to 59 points. 59? That's college schools score more than that. That's actually a record of its own. It's the least amount of points allowed in their 100th win. The old record was 62 in 1997. But anyways, so like I was talking about, Thibideau is a great defensive-minded coach. He implemented his defense, and Derrick Rose bought into it right away, which I think really helped, because when your starter buys into something, everyone wants to follow it and get in on it and participate, and I think that's why his team is so good, not only because he has great defensive tactics, he's a great coach, but he's got his star who is backing him up the whole way. Doesn't question it, just completely on Thibideau's side. So that really helps, I think. Derrick Rose last night missed his 4th straight game. Actually, this is a groin injury, not the back, like I said before. He had back spasms earlier in the season. And they say he may not be back for a while. But the rest of his team did come up big for them. Boozer had 24 points and 13 rebounds. And John Lucas III, Rose's backup, dropped 20. Luol Deng also had 14. And Dwight on the other side had 18. But, so yeah, Thibideau gets his 100th win, fastest coach to do so. I think this is a great mark, and I don't want to say I saw it coming, but if I had to pick a coach right now to do it, I would pick Tom Thibideau because of what they're doing in Chicago year after year, having the best record. I mean, they're leading the NBA in record wise. They're 38-10. If you do that like year after year, that you're gonna be great. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna win the NBA Finals this year, win the championship because the Heat are kind of looking like they're gonna be the team, and the Thunder are tough as well, but they're on the other side. Um, that's huge. I do like Atlanta as like a sleeper, but I don't know how well that's gonna work. The Knicks can be good if they can figure their stuff out and actually make the playoffs. So I don't know if Chicago's could win because I don't feel that your leading scorer should be your point guard because I think they should be making other people better instead of having to carry a team like that. There's not too many point guards that can do that. The other one that comes to mind is John Wall, and you can tell how the Wizards are doing. And if you don't know, the Wizards are sitting at 10-34. They have the second worst record in the league. And then there's Charlotte, who's 7-37, worst record in the league. And I guess you could say Kemba Walker is kind of their team, so that's another thing that backs you up. And then there's New Jersey with Darren Williams, leading scorer, at 15-32. So, I mean, it's not impossible to do, but I would just say I would not want your leading scorer to be a point guard because they can't like help other people and score 40 points a night like Derrick Rose has to try to do every night. Just another quote to finish it off about Tom Thibideau. Kyle Korver said, "There have been a lot of great coaches, but I don't think there's ever been a coach who prepares us like he does. He has an unbelievable work ethic. It drives him and makes him who he is." So what Korver is pretty much saying is Thibideau gets him ready for every game, does everything he has to do. He's a complete coach. He's a defensive-minded coach, like I said earlier, which I think helps because defense wins championships is what the saying is. And if you're holding teams to 59 points a game, I mean anything's possible then. So, congratulations, Tom Thibideau. You deserve it. Great job with the Bulls. That's really the only thing I can say at this point. But that's about it for me. Comment, like, subscribe. It's spring break. I'm trying to make more videos. Whenever news comes out, I will let you know. Just on a side note, Peyton Manning's press conference about the Broncos is at 3 o'clock today. So check that out. I'll probably be watching it if I'm home. So that's about it for me. Like I said, comment, like, subscribe. All right, peace.